So a big welcome from me. Those of you who've not met me, my name is Mr. McCabe. I'm head teacher at St. Joseph's Catholic High School, and I've been here now for nearly 4 years. Throughout this presentation, you're going to hear from Miss Prunty, head of our transition, years 4, 5 and 6. And you're going to also meet Mrs. Wheel, our head of year, and you'll also meet two of our student leaders, Amina and Emma, as well as Vic, the chair of our PSA, our Parent Staff Association. Thank you for joining us. This meeting will be recorded just in case anybody can't make it. However, the only recordings will be the speaker and the slides. So let's begin here with a reflection that I came across a couple of years ago, and it reminded me very much about what we are as a school. And it goes like this: if this is not a place where tears are understood, where do I go to cry? If this is not a place where my spirits can take wing, where do I go to fly? If this is not a place where my questions can be asked, where do I go to seek? If this is not a place where my feelings can be heard, where do I go to speak? If this is not a place where you'll accept me as I am, where can I go to be? If this is not a place where I can try to learn and grow, where can I be just me? So Lord, as we begin our journey together, we pray that this will be a place where tears are understood, a place where our spirits can take wing, a place where our questions can be asked, a place where feelings can be heard, a place where we accept each other as we are, a place where we can learn and grow, and a place where I can be just me. Stay with us, Lord, on our journey. Amen. So, in terms of our mission statement, you will have seen that this underpins everything that we do as a school. You'll see one part of that mission statement is our aspiration to dream the impossible and achieve beyond the wildest imagination. And that's very key to everything that we do here as a school. When we talk about building God's kingdom here on earth, young and old journeying together, we're talking about building a place where St. Joseph's resembles heaven on earth. And we can't do that alone. We can only really do that with some of our amazing students that are part of what we are as a school, our best asset. And now I invite Amina and Emma. I can't actually see if you're on this call at the moment, but if you are, if you'd like to unmute yourselves, and let's hear from Amina and Emma, our brand newly appointed senior student leaders.
Hi, my name's Amina, and I just want to say I'm so excited for all of you to come and join St. Joseph's and be part of the family. I know that joining a new high school can be quite daunting, but it's actually really easy to feel comfortable and supported because there's loads of form tutors and heads of teachers and pastoral staff who can come and offer you support. And also there's loads of opportunities for you to come and get involved in. I'm sure many of you enjoy lots of sports, and there are so many to choose from netball and hockey and football and cricket. And we have some amazing sports leaders who can help guide you, and hopefully we can get back to playing against other schools in some tournaments. I'm also part of the Student Voice team, where we listen to peers' ideas and concerns and discuss them with teachers. And hopefully when you join in September, you'll see some of our amazing ideas like the pod outside and the outdoor canopy. And it would be great for you to come and join part of our team. So yeah, I'm really excited for you to join us, and there's no reason to be scared. And if you have any concerns or worries, please tell me or the other student leadership team. I'm going to pass on to Emma, who's our other lovely head girl.
Hi, I'm Emma. I'm really excited to meet everyone coming to the school. I hope everyone's going to find it really nice and welcoming. I know you all might be a bit scared to come. I definitely was terrified, but all the staff and the other pupils are really nice, so I won't be worried. You'll be settled in really quickly. So you might know the school for some of its like academic achievements, but I wanted to talk about some of the extracurricular things I've done inside of school. So I've been involved in like the school musical. So we did High School Musical. So that was really good fun. You make loads of friends with all different year groups. So if they do another one of them, I definitely think you should try and get involved with that. I've also been to a Flame event in London. So that is like, it's like a festival for Christians. It's aimed at young people. So it has like loads of music and motivational speaking. So that was really enjoyable. And I was able to get involved with that because I was in the pupil chaplaincy team. So we do a lot of speaking like in front of the school. And I feel like that was our reward. So if you would like to do something like that, maybe you could get involved with the chaplaincy team. My year in year 8, we went to Barcelona with the Spanish department. So that was really good. It was like we got a lot of confidence speaking to people, you know, outside of school and getting experience with the languages and also learning about like different cultures and that. So hopefully when you come, things are going to be able to start up again and you can get involved with all these different kind of things and do all the really good things inside of school. Yeah, I'm going to pass to Miss Prunty now, who's head of the transition. Thank you.
Hey everybody, I hope everybody's as impressed as I was with our new 2 head pupils. That was fantastic, girls, thank you. Okay, so I'm sure you're probably sick of seeing me now, but I'm Miss Prunty, the transition coordinator here at St Joseph's, and it's my job to help the transition from primary school to secondary school be as smooth as possible, and I'm sure that I have managed to speak to you all probably a bit over email this year so far, so it's probably nice to put a face to a name, I suppose. So yeah, so it's just my job to make sure that transition is as smooth as possible and to make sure that even though it can be a bit daunting, we try and ease it as much as we can. So I make sure that I'm in communication with the year 6 teachers. I get all that information ready for when you join us in September. We've got the welcome clubs, and also I organise your child's form group, and you can contact me anytime on the transition email, and I'll get back to you as soon as I can. So speaking of the form groups, I think on the next slide, it's a bit about that. Yeah, so it is going to be a little bit different this year, obviously, and we're really sad that we can't invite everybody in on Thursday and Friday. We were really looking forward to meeting you all. But what we're going to try and do is something a little bit different. So form Zoom calls for all pupils. We did do this last year because obviously we couldn't have the transition days, and they worked quite well, and I think pupils just enjoyed being able to see who else was in the form and also see the form teacher. So yeah, so I have sent out an email with form groups and a little link to a Zoom call that will take place just before the summer holidays. They're all on different days. So if you haven't yet received that, if you just email the transition email account, and I'll get it across to you as soon as I can. There might have just been an issue with emails, or we might not have your email as the priority. So if you let me know, and just make sure that everybody's got one of those. And if anybody is particularly worried about anything, or there's anything in particular that, you know, oh, how's that going to work, just email me, and I will get back to you. And if there's anything, you know, if anybody's never, I don't know, you might not have ever visited the school and somebody's particularly worried about that, if you contact me, I'll see what we can do about that. And going back to the form groups, so we have, I think it's on the next slide. Yeah, so we've got everybody's been, when I ask for emails, everything that's been sent in for the request, everybody's got the friends, at least one friend that they've asked to be with, and all initial kind of not to be with have been met as well. But we do want to make sure, I have had a few requests for moves. That isn't going to be possible at the moment just because, you know, if I had to move somebody, I'd have to move somebody else out, and obviously we'll have to stick with what we've got for the time being. But if there's anything, you know, issues in September, if you let us know, we can see what we can do. But I know you'll find, kind of, if you're a bit worried, oh, I don't know many people in my form, it's very rare that anybody wants to move after those first few days. You know, once they get settled, once they get used to the form teacher, they, you know, they're quite happy to stay in that form, and it's a good way to make new friends as well. And also it's a good way to gain that resilience too, by meeting new people, and sometimes it's good to get out of your comfort zone a bit. So yes, so just stick with that. But if anybody, like I said, if anybody hasn't yet got the form group, if you email me on that account and I will get back to you. And I'm going to pass you over to Mrs. Wheel, our head of year 7 now.
Mrs. Wheel, I don't know if you are receiving this. I am suddenly very suspicious that our participants have capped at 100. So despite us definitely paying our Zoom bill this time, it looks like we've not been given additional capacity. So if you're not one of those people who's managed to come into the meeting, and I fear that Mrs. Wheel might be one of those, don't fear, because we do have a full recording of this that we will post immediately after this.
Is it because I was on mute?
That might be why. She is here. Welcome, Mrs. Wheel.
I was on at 7:15.
I thought you were.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we did have a few technical hiccups. I do apologise for that. Technology is not one of my skills, so I apologise. I'll just say again, sorry, hello, my name's Mrs. Wheel. Just a massive well done, congratulations to Emma and Amina there. I'm their English teacher as well, so a very proud moment just listening to both girls speak there, so thank you very much and well done for that. Just obviously lovely I was flicking through before, so obviously I did see some faces then just on the Zoom call, so lovely to meet you. And obviously I'm really looking forward to, as Miss Prunty has just said then, we will be starting the form Zoom calls next week. So I'll be in there with form tutors as well. So that'll be a lovely opportunity to say hi to people. So I am looking forward to that. Obviously, you know, it's been another different year in school, but we are very excited to welcome you all in September. One thing that, or one of the strengths that we have, one of the many strengths that we have at St. Joseph's is our pastoral system. And as the triangle suggests there, it really is a partnership that we enter into, and the pupils, you know, at the centre of that, with staff and parents, you know, kind of very much working together, all supporting one another to make sure that we can get the best out of each and every young person that comes to St. Joseph's. So I am really looking forward to meeting you all and getting started together on our St. Joseph's journey in September. Just thank you. So kind of adding on, just in case you didn't receive an email or you kind of not realised about the Zoom meetings, there's just obviously your form tutors are there, and then we've just kind of identified when those Zoom meetings are. Most of them are at 4 o'clock, and there's just the one if you're in 7 Devereux with Miss Dugan as your form tutor. That one is just at 4:30. But again, it's nothing to worry about. It'll just be, we'll just see if people can introduce themselves and maybe just say one little detail about themselves. So if anyone wants to be thinking about their little detail, that's absolutely fine, but please don't worry. Just seeing your faces and saying hi, that's what it's about. So just kind of that initial breaking the ice. But yeah, just enjoy the rest of your time at year 6. Take care. As Miss Prunty said, if there are any questions, if anyone wants to speak to me about anything, obviously we've got the transition email, but just either email or contact school, and then we can get in touch with you. But please enjoy your summer, and looking forward to meeting you in September properly. Okay, I'm going to hand back now to Mr. McCabe. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Mrs. Wheel. To now give you information about our systems that we have in school. You will have seen that on our YouTube channel dedicated to Year 6 Welcome 2021, we've shared with you a number of different platforms that we use in school. Some of the key ones that you will become aware of in the coming months leading up to September are number one, Parent Pay login, which is our communication tool, as well as a system that parents can actually put funding on their child's fingerprint. It uses the fingerprint in terms of a payment system for lunch times, and that's Parent Pay. You'll also come across ePraise, and there's a video that explains that by Mrs. McDonnell. And you'll also come across Teams, which is our Microsoft Teams, a way in which staff have been setting up work whilst students have been isolating, which will continue to be a means of setting work, hopefully when isolation is a thing of the past, and it is in terms of homework being set there, and also an online learning platform. You will also have heard about our bucket list activities that we have within school, and these take place some at lunchtime, some after school, some at the weekends, as Amina and Emma talked about in terms of trips, but the bulk of them will be after school clubs. So these extend the school day, but in a way that interests every young person. What we're doing currently is doing an audit of our young people to say, what are the clubs that you will really enjoy doing come September? And when our COVID challenges are behind us, this will be an opportunity that different students will be able to work together in taking part in some of those things that Amina and Emma shared earlier. We